I don't think we're over it. I don't think until the season's over and we're not watching any more MLS games, and maybe the new season begins, will you get over it? When I watch the game tomorrow night, I'll still be thinking, man, we could be out there. We should be out there. What could have been? So it's an ongoing process.
Michael, talk a little bit about the play you made. I mean, I know that you lost the game, but at the same time, I mean, that play has to be really memorable for yourself. I mean, do you look back at it all? Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know. In my mind, I remember thinking, I have a lot of time here. It was just more about getting my feet properly set, so I wouldn't put it in the own goal. But I was just being in the right place at the right time. I honestly thought Harrison was going to pass the ball across to a teammate, so I was just trying to get in a good spot to defend that. And then, he didn't get much on it, so as it trickled toward the goal, it gave me a little bit of time to get there. But, just happy I could help Brad out because he's been helping us out all season long.
Carlos just talked about how he wants to bring championships to the city. That's the franchise's goal. What does this team need going into next season to try to improve the probabilities?
Well, having a year under our belt, it will definitely be a plus. Now that the core of the team understands what the league is about, what it demands on a weekly basis, and the unknowns that MLS can bring. It's good that we're going to have a good group of the core together again. That they've been able to hold on to some guys that are obviously wanted. And we have to improve. We have to continue to get more players in here that are going to push to start, that are going to push to be in the 18, that are going to make the team better. There's turnover every year, and as announced today, we're going to have that. So you want to bring in new competition and keep things fresh, and I expect that they'll do that. So that'll push us all to be better, and that's the key. You just have to get better year in, year out. Because every team in the league will look to get better, and of course, the more money in the league every year, and teams are going out and spending that and bringing talent in.
I know that y'all got a lot of points from that stretch of 8 games in 24 days, but how much did that take out of y'all? Were y'all physically and mentally as sharp as you could have been for the playoffs after going through that?
Yeah, it was difficult. It was draining. I've never experienced a scheduling like that, and obviously it was out of everyone's hands. But it was taxing. I mean, obviously we lost a couple guys during that stretch to injuries that maybe if we don't have so many games don't occur. And guys that did play through it and played a majority of the games, it was difficult. It was important. They were important games. We were fighting for a playoff spot in the beginning of it, and then fighting for seeding towards the end. So every game was important, as usually they all are. But there's no doubt. In that final game, we weren't as fresh or healthy as you'd want to be in the playoffs.
It's a short offseason. How do you usually spend your offseason?
Yeah, unfortunately, this one will be longer than a couple others, but I'll just rest and relax for the beginning period. I'll be here in Atlanta the whole time. Kids are in school, so we're really going to hang out here. And when you've got a facility like this to come and train at, you want to be close by. So I'll be here and around here and hanging out. And hopefully there'll be a few guys here to train with.
Predictions for the Eastern or for the conference finals, Eastern and Western?
Yeah, I still think Toronto's the best team in the league overall. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them win. Obviously, I have some ties to Columbus, and everything that's going on with Save the Crew. They've got a lot of momentum, so I hope they get at least a good result tomorrow night. The West is a toss-up for me, but if I had to choose, I think that we'll see some new blood take Houston.
All right.
Now that you're having a little bit of time to reflect, when you look back at your first, being the captain of this club for his first ever season, what's going to stand out? What really sticks out to you from this past year?
The atmosphere at the games, the crowds that we had, the support that we got from everybody. A lot of that was built and was there before we even knew it was there. But I'd like to think some of it was also because of the product on the field and the excitement that we created out there and those games early on in the year. And then the move to Mercedes-Benz and scoring a ton of goals in those first few games. So, just knowing that we've got a product out there that, the city loves, that people really want to get behind and support. And, just to go out there at every home game and be in front of 40,000 or 70,000 fans, it's really incredible. It's something that I never want to take for granted, and we're lucky to have.
Who's going to be a player to watch for next season that didn't maybe get a lot of playing time this season?
You'd have to ask me that again in preseason, but once we have new players. But I think obviously everybody wants to see Andrew Carlton get some time. He's an exciting young player. It's difficult in those positions right now with the talent that we have on the team. So hopefully he has a good offseason and a very good preseason and keeps pushing because he's got some skills that you want to see how it translates to the pro level and out there. And I think that he can be successful. So it's a matter of time with him, but we don't know how soon that will be. I don't know, I'd like to see a little bit. Brandon Vasquez obviously had some good games for us, and it was unfortunate he wasn't there at the end with us due to injury. But for him to get the first full season under his belt, I'd expect him to progress and play an even larger role next year.
Adam?
Penalty kicks are such a tough way to go out. Just in general, if you were making the decisions, do you like penalty kicks as a way to settle playoff games, or would you do it a different way?
No, I guess I would keep it. I don't know how you would change it. We can't play on forever. The product on the field wouldn't be good. Obviously both teams were exhausted at the end of that game. In overtime, there wasn't that much action, as compared to the first 90 minutes, just because I think the fatigue was there and we just kind of ran out. So I don't know another alternative besides penalties. At that point, yeah, it's kind of a toss-up, but you win some, you lose some.
Miguel was,